Imagine waking up at dawn, the air thick with the scent of wet leaves and distant rain. You're not human, not yet, but you're something close, a creature caught in the slow dance of evolution. These early hominids, maybe something like proconsul, weren't swinging from vines like modern apes. They were scrappy survivors, piecing together a life in a world that didn't care if they made it. Food was the first fight of the day. No grocery stores, no fire to cook with, just what you could find or steal before something bigger found you. They ate what they could, fruits, leaves, maybe the occasional insect or small critter. It wasn't glamorous, but it kept them alive. Tools. Yeah, they were starting to figure that out. Not flint knives or spears, but a sharp rock or a sturdy stick, good enough to dig or defend. These creatures weren't lone wolves. They stuck together, maybe in small bands of a dozen or so, sharing food, watching each other's backs. Trust was everything. A grunt, a glance, a touch. That's how they talked, long before words were a thing. But life wasn't just eating and bonding. Every day was a gamble. Stay sharp, or you're someone else's lunch. Fear shaped them as much as hunger did. It taught them to climb, to hide, to think. And yet, they weren't just running. They were learning, adapting, laying the groundwork for us, their distant kids. Picture this, it's midday, the sun's beating down, and the air hums with the buzz of insects. These hominids, they're not just sitting around, they're on the move, always searching for the next meal. They didn't have maps or plans. Instinct drove them, instinct and a knack for noticing patterns, like which trees bloomed with fruit after the rains. Eating wasn't just about filling their bellies. It was a social thing, a moment to bond, to show who's got your back. But sharing wasn't always peaceful. Food was scarce, and sometimes tempers flared like wildfires. These squabbles, they weren't just drama. They were lessons in who led, who followed, and who could be trusted when things got rough. Trust me, life wasn't all bickering. They had moments of quiet, moments that make you wonder how close they were to being us. Parenting was a full-time job. No schools, no babysitters, just instinct and a fierce need to keep the little one safe. And learning was everything. Every scraped knee, every close call with a predator, was a lesson etched into their bones. They weren't just surviving, they were building something. A way of life, a spark of intelligence that would burn brighter with each generation. Every step they took, every choice they made, was a brick in the foundation of who we'd become. They didn't know it, but they were writing our story. But don't get too romantic about it. Life was brutal, and the world didn't care if they won or lost. Storms, floods, hunger, nature threw everything at them. And yet, they kept going, stubborn as hell. That's what made them special. Not strength or speed, but grit, the kind of stubborn hope that said, "We're not done yet."